All right, what's up, guys? Dr. Vince here. Happy Friday, and I got to get 3 of these down a day. All right, this is a bottle called Hydrate, and it connects with an app to your phone. Of course, it does. Everything connects to your damn phone. But anyways, got to get 3 of those bad boys down today so that I can have a glass of vino tonight. Stop drinking for the new year, but 1 glass of wine. Today we're going to talk about the secret weapon that can double your practice. And I know that we always get that crap, right? 20, 30 new patients a month, double your practice, blah, blah, blah. But check this out. So I was talking to my good friend of mine. He has one of the biggest practices in my state, did 4 million last year. In 2018, so I'm going to call him Dr. X because I'm not going to use his name, but I'm going to do a podcast interview with him next week. And by the way, if you guys are, if this type of information is interesting to you, you know how we can exponentially grow our practice, how we can kind of take things to the next level, and if you're kind of crushing it or semi-crushing it in practice and ready to step it up, check out clientelevationgroup.com. Can set up a free practice consultation with me. We'll go over where you're at, where you want to go, and I'll drop a plan to get you there. So in 2018, he did 4 million. In 2000, I started working with him because he's in our marketing group. We have in Washington State, we have our practice, his practice, and 1 other one. So we kind of blanket Western Washington. We do a $750,000 in ad spend per year, TV, radio, digital, print, the whole shebang. Huge funnel, all for decompression and neuropathy. So it's very specialized, but we dominate the Western Washington. So, but the point being is, we had dinner the other night. And I was like, wait, so how did you hit 4? And he was like, so when did I meet him? I think I met him in 2012. And he had just come back into practice. He had taken about like 5 years off. He was doing some consulting and stuff like that. But, and his office was not that great. I mean, it was in a good part of town, but it was nothing to like be super proud of. I mean, not to say it's not to be proud of it. Just looking at his office now is just crushing it. So I mean, it's just beautiful, right? And the layout is perfect. It's like someone came in with a feng shui master and just bam. So, but the point being is, I said, wait. So what do you think was one of the biggest dominoes, biggest leverage points? And this is the secret weapon. He's like, I hired a COO. I was like, wait, you mean your wife? He's like, yes, but my wife also opened at a minimum of 20 of Earl's restaurants all across Canada. So she was, this kind of high level manager in this restaurant chain that they have like 150 of these restaurants across Canada, and they only have like 4 in Washington, I think in Washington State alone, but they're massive in Canada. But and that's what she did. She hired, she opened, she staffed, that was her deal. And so he said, hey, babe, I want you here. I want to blow this up. We got to, I want to do this right. And so they went, from like 300 to 6 and 6 to 1.2 to 2 to then 4 last year. And I was like, why do you think that makes such a big difference? Like having a chief operating officer. So that's what it is. Having a chief operating officer. And if you look at any major company, any company doing, 5 million and up, maybe 10 million and up, but maybe 5. But the point being is they all will have obviously a CEO, right? Someone that started the company, running the company, but a COO is the guy that basically, or the gal that just handles logistics, right? Hiring, training, marketing, sales, like accounting, like it's all under their purview, and the CEO gets to focus on vision, execution, and where the company is going. So think about that for a second. If you're a doc and say you're making 40 grand a month, right? And you want to get to 80. And right now you have, probably an office manager, maybe an office manager, and then probably 1 to 2 staff members, maybe a tech, right? You may not even have all of that. Point being is the office manager is usually a glorified CA. In other words, she kind of worked her way up. So she kind of knows things. She knows how the office runs, right? But she doesn't know how to take a practice that is at, 500,000 and take it to 2 million. She's never done it before. So you can't, it's hard, it's not fair to ask someone to go do something that they've never done before and pay them 20 bucks an hour, right? Because most office managers are making like 20, 30 bucks an hour. Maybe they're making 40 bucks an hour, but doubtful, right? So they're making 20 to 30 bucks an hour, and you want them to take you and double your practice or triple your practice. It's not going to happen. But for him, Dr. Rex, she'd already done that. I mean, she worked for a $100 million company and was like crushing it with that, right? So she knew how to hire. She knew how to manage the marketing aspect, knew how to open big companies, knew how to build out and design a space properly, knew how to, that all the accounting got taken care of, like when it was supposed to take boom, 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 like no late payments, no, oh my gosh, I forgot to pay this bill, all that BS, no. And so and I said, well, what did that allow for you? He's like, dude, I just get to be a doctor. I just get